Got to send a shout-out this morning to one of my dearest friends. You too, Bernie, listens every morning. We're going to talk Knickerbocker basketball. Corey Zelnick, you know I love you. Bernie loves you. Listening right now. Knicks off to a rough start again this year. Lost to the Magic last night. Find themselves at 1-4 on this young season. But there was a time when going to the Garden was just amazing. Not that it's not amazing now. It still is. But when the Knicks won, you know. And those great Pat Riley teams, Jeff Van Gundy teams, Patrick Ewing, of course. And one of the guys that we all fell in love with back then was Charles Oakley. He spent his first 3 years with the Bulls, and when the Knicks made that trade and sent Bill Cartwright to Chicago in exchange for Charles Oakley, that put the Knicks together. You can talk all you want about, you know, Patrick and Anthony Mason and Starks and Jackson and all these guys. It was so integral in the Knicks' success. But nobody played harder than Oak. In fact, when the Knicks traded Oak to Toronto, even though they got Marcus Camby back and eventually they went to an NBA Finals and a loss to San Antonio, that broke the hearts of a ton of Knicks fans. There were some Knicks fans that were even happy when Oakley joined youngsters like Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady in Toronto and beat the Knicks in a playoff round after his 10-year stay in New York. 19-year career, 10 of them right here in New York. An all-time Knick favorite. We love him. The great Charles Oakley joining us this morning. Good morning, Oak.
Good morning, good morning.
How you doing, brother?
Oh, nothing. Just want to say, hey, love these fans in New York. I love the city of New York. I'm all good.
You know, I know you're good, and New York loves you, too. And we just want to discuss a few things with you coming off of the whole China deal and your buddy LeBron James. You were on with me many times down in Miami, Oak, and I used to see you every now and then over at the Hard Rocks. And you've always been terrific. But do want to go back to the whole thing, the Knicks fans and Jim Dolan, the owner, that whole nasty exchange that took place. The ban is not still on. You can go to the Garden whenever you want, right?
We still in court. And the ban is on. I mean, I should never been banned, so I can't think about when someone ban you for something, you really got to think about what's going on. Mm-hmm. So with me, what's going on, you know, I love New York, the fans, but I see them every day when I'm walking in the city of New York. But for us, the Garden, we've got unfinished business. Business haven't been taken care of. So I blame the commission, and I blame the person who owned the Garden.
Hey, Charles Oakley, you should be on the coaching staff. I mean, what you said.
You
really,
I would love to be on the coaching staff.
You really should, man. Listen, you said about the Knicks, don't be out there looking pretty. This is New York. You got to come with some to get some. Essentially saying that with the exception of R.J. Barrett, the Knicks are playing like sissies.
Well, you got to be consistent in this city. You know, talking cheap is you got to go on the floor and prove to the fans and let the fans judge you. And just don't say I want to be like somebody. Do it. And consistency on the court. And, you know, I watched a lot of the game last night. They just didn't have it last night. Going to be games like that. It's a beatable team they played. So I want to see who the lead on that team going to be.
Well, listen, RJ's he's a nice young, but they're different. I mean, Charles, when you played and Patrick Riley was here, and you know, you guys. I remember X-Man Xavier McDaniel. Right. The guy made in his pants when you and Mason walk on the court. You guys, the intimidation factor in an era, by the way, when the Pistons were bad boys and the Celtics, you guys just beat up people. This is a young finesse basketball team that, quite frankly, outside of RJ and maybe this kid Kevin Knox in his second year, Charles, let's be honest. They're just not very good.
I mean, they got a roster. They got guys getting the check. I think they just got to find themselves. You know, like I said, get a rotation, and guys know their roles. And when you lose like that, that's when managers make a move to get other players. But right now, you just got to find out who's going to play, who's going to be consistent, and just got to go out and get some grit out there. I think that, you know, teams not going to lay down because you're New York. They're going to try to knock your head off. So, you know, like I say, some nights you're going to lose, but it's how you lose. If you lose ugly and, you know, no consistent on the court, ball moving, guys hustling, and that's what the fans want to see. They know you can't play perfect.
So even though you got a beef with Dolan and he's treating you disrespectfully and all that stuff, you're still rooting for the Knicks? You're not rooting for, the Nets?
I mean, I'm not like all the teams in the league. You know, I play in this league. I mean, I'm not here to hold a grudge against no one, but I just want you to know when someone did something wrong and millions of people do something wrong, and for the commission not to step up, I don't even think the commission even seen the tape what happened. So the tape is in the courthouse downtown New York, and anybody want to go see it, it's the tape they said I was doing something. It's ridiculous. So the tape helped me.
Charles Oakley joining us here on the Bernie and Sid Show. We want him back in Madison Square Garden where he belongs, of course, one of the all-time Knick favorites and one of the all-time Knick greats. 10 years of his brilliant 19-year career spent right downstairs here at Madison Square Garden, where this morning we are 17 floors above that garden floor, Charles, where you started all those years. I always want you to tell the story when the Knicks did deal you to Toronto in exchange for Marcus Camby after those 10 years. I know you exacted some revenge when you beat him with young guys like Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady, but I think you were pissed when the Knicks traded you, right?
I was pissed the way they did it. It's a business. Things gonna happen when you don't own a business. So I'm not mad because they traded me. I'm just pissed how they did it.
How did they do it? What happened back then that got you angry?
Basically, after in the season, every player had to go meet with management and this and that, right? So I had to go meet and talk about everything happened in the course of 82 games, and what could be changed to make it better for the next year. And so I went in there for an hour and a half, and did what I was supposed to do, as a professional. And
who was it? Ernie Grunfeld who was in charge back? Yeah.
Ernie Grunfeld and David Checkett.
Right.
And so I went and do all of my due diligence with them, and went from one point to another point, and I hear about this. It was just like a smack in the face, really, how they did it. And then I see Ernie at a golf tournament, and he tried to come up and shake my hand. I said, "You can't shake my hand."
Oh, God.
Wow. You waste my time for an hour and a half. You knew you was trading me. Just want to pick my brain because, most time when I talk about something, it's true. I don't talk just to be talking. That's one thing I try to tell fans and people when I see them. If I don't know it, I ain't going to talk about it. So it was just a little disrespect on their end. But I got over it. That's why I went to Toronto. We came back. When I went there, I told them every year we got better. We got to play all 2 out of 3 years. So, wherever I go, the blueprint is I'm going to hold guys accountable.
So NBA great Charles Oakley on the phone on the Bernie and Sid Show on 77 WABC. Charles, the Houston Rockets general manager, he tweets out this support for the Hong Kong democracy protesters, and you're tight with LeBron James. He said that guy was uneducated and ignorant, and he should have pretty much kept his mouth closed. But Shaquille O'Neal said this.
As American people, we do a lot of business in China, and they know and understand our values, and we understand their values. And one of our best values here in America is free speech. We're allowed to say what we want to say, and we're allowed to speak up about injustices, and that's just how it goes. And if people don't understand that, that's something that they have to deal with. But Daryl Morey was right. Whenever you see something wrong going on anywhere in the world, you should have the right to say, that's not right, and that's what he did.
Now, where does Charles Oakley come down in this dispute?
When I have this dispute, Shaq is a commentator, LeBron is still in the NBA, and my life had no control of who do what in this world. All I do is try to handle what's going on in the U.S., so I don't do no business with China. So, a lot of things wrong, but people still go in life and be successful and do what they have to do in life. Everybody said be better than the next one. So LeBron, for what he do in the United States, I know he do a lot in China for his endorsement and what he has to do with personal. So you got to draw the line, and he drew the line. And he said what he said, and Shaq got to pick. Everybody got different. So what we gonna do about it? Hope they can come to agreement. Hope that we backpedaling. So hope that we can get back on the bike and go forward.
Yeah, no punches thrown.
No, but here's where I agree with you, Charles. And again, it's kind of ironic that Charles wrapped up his 19-year career in 2004 in Houston. Actually played for the Rockets a couple of games this last season.
Well, Rockets been doing business with China since Yao Ming or maybe before, so they got a 20-some year relationship.
Yeah.
So whatever happened with the Rockets and Yao Ming and the GM of Houston, who knows? He could have had a bad cup of coffee, but my thing is, Shaq just said, everybody is a free speech. So but here's
where I agree with you, Charles.
It's real tricky because my thing is, as a person, we know that we don't have power to change. And LeBron just been doing what LeBron do.
And I wonder if Shaquille O'Neal wasn't removed from the game 10 years and sitting there making millions of dollars next to Ernie Johnson, Kenny Smith, and Charles Barkley. And if he was still playing in the NBA and playing games in China like LeBron James does now, I wonder if Shaq would have said the same thing. Because Charles, the answer is no. He would have shut his mouth.
Well, we don't know what people it's a lot of stuff going on now. What if Michael Jordan was playing this area? What if Bird, he'd be making $50, $100 million, season? We can't stop going with what is. Just got to go with what's going on. Like Marvin Gaye said, what's going on?
What's going? Yeah, great song. Hey, listen, LeBron should have spoke up and said something in support of the Hong Kong protesters. And good for Shaquille O'Neal for what he said. He said the right thing.
Shaq, his voice traveled. Shaq is one of the. After his career after basketball, when he got 10 to 12 commercial, he doing well. My condolences go out to his family. His sister just passed last other week, but he's doing great things.
Yes, he's the man.
He's a big kid, and he found his niche, what people like about him, and he grinding it out.
No doubt, no doubt.
He's a big kid. So what do you think? We'll wrap it up with this. Do you think that eventually you will win this, and you will be allowed? Is there anything Bernie and I can do? What do you want Bernie and I to do today, Charles, to help you in this endeavor? What can we do?
My thing is, it's in the judge hand. The judge got the tape. Like I said, the tape don't lie. I haven't lied. I just want everybody to know, if I would did something wrong, like when he said I did, I'd be disrespecting the fans, my mom, my grandparents, and all the people out here behind my back. I would have did a press conference. I would have man up. He just got a lot of money. He's trying to play bully. Sometimes bullies get beat up. In this case, when the judge make the decision, and we go and see what happened. And I wouldn't mind coming to the Garden one day, but like I said, he got to make it right.
No doubt. Hey, listen, Charles Oakley, Jason Williams was in studio a couple of months ago. Right. He speaks very highly of you. We're out of time, but I just want to let you know that he loves him some Charles Oakley. I'll just put it that way.
Jason's a guy that, he would give you a shirt, his shoes.
He really is a nice guy.
A hat if it's raining outside.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
Hey,
so
Charles.
Jason just need a second chance. That's all.
Absolutely. We thank you, Charles.
Thank you,
Oakley.
Charles.
Thank you.
All right, excellent job, Charles Oakley. And, of course, Charles went to college in the state of Virginia, but he was born in Cleveland, Ohio. That does go to show some of the reasons why he's got that long relationship with LeBron James. 1-800-848-WABC, 1-800-848-9222. That was fun. Still to come, we'll get back to the big news of the day, which is the vote to impeach the inquiry of President Donald Trump. And we got the man himself, the great Bill O'Reilly, coming up.